start with the first question. What is IB? Because I'm sure some of you are confused, but the IB stands for the International Baccalaureate, and it is a high school program for the last 2 years of high school. You guys might be familiar with AP if you're in the US, GCSEs or A-levels if you're following the UK system. These are all just programs people do in high school to structure their final years of secondary education. The IB is known to be one of the most challenging curricula in the world for high school students. The IB is known to be more difficult because how it works is for 2 years, students will choose 6 subjects, 3 standard level courses and 3 higher level courses. The higher level courses are more intense, you go more deeply into a subject.
First of all, what is the International Baccalaureate? What is the IB? It was first taught in 1968 in the International School of Geneva. You may ask, why Geneva? Because Geneva is the home of about 20 or so United Nations agencies, where a large number of families of diplomats and other people were coming from all over the world to Geneva. They had children who needed to go to school. They needed a program that they needed to study. And that is the reason why the IB started in Geneva. It has very close links with UNESCO, the United Nations Children's Organization, as well, because of that. And because UNESCO are looking for a curriculum that can be taught globally. It is a very international curriculum. Because of this global attraction, it is recognized by countries around the world. Over 200 countries will recognize the International Baccalaureate for entry to their universities. And also why it is the fastest growing program for 16 to 18-year-olds around the world just now. It is growing more quickly than any other program in the world. And
like, you remember that they were bad, but you don't remember really how it felt because like it's in the past and you immediately let go of it and it's just like, leave it there, I don't want it back. But yeah, even though it was really stressful and really hard, if I could go back in time, I would still choose to do the IB program again, because the IB program, being in it, the experience taught me so many things that I don't think I would have gotten otherwise.
I've never seen a 7 on a test. I turn out papers till I'm stressed in the IB, and I don't like the way I dress. It's upside down in the IB, but everybody's like, come here, do this, don't forget your textbook, rush test, no sleep, crashing in the classroom, we don't care. We're writing catalysts in our dreams, but everybody's like H-I-E-E. Keep them in your mind, please. Eat fast, exercise, always at a time. Geez, we don't care. We're so caught up in this whole affair, and we'll never be normal.
Normal.
It don't work in our brains. That kind of stuff just ain't for us. We live a different kind of craze. Can we be any cooler?
Cooler.
When we're in the IB. Let us live that fantasy.
That was a side rant. I feel like that's one of the biggest advantages I think IB has helped me with is critical thinking and being able to evaluate different arguments and come up with solutions from different perspectives with the goal of creating a discussion, not an argument or debate. Do you feel as if the IB has paid off, or what are some invaluable lessons doing the IB has taught you? So the first thing is, I already told you about critical thinking, but the second is essay writing. In the IB, you do so much more writing than, let's say, someone doing AP. Because in the AP test, you just do multiple choice questions. You know, the answers are laid out for you, you just have to choose it. Whereas in the IB, a lot of our tests were essays. We had to practice all these essays, and for our assignments, for our IAs or internal assessments, we had to submit essays and papers, and all that writing has really unknowingly helped me.
the people who devised the IB came from the outcomes of the Second World War, which had a global impact. They wanted to develop a curriculum that would stop boys and girls, when they grew up to be adults, to want to fight each other. It is a very idealistic program in its background. So the program was devised by academics from Oxford University and universities around the world and Geneva and United Nations agencies. And the first thing they did was they wanted to say, what are the values that people have that will mean that when they become adults, they don't want to start wars. So it's a very outward-looking program, a very international program.
IB program really does a great job in setting students up to succeed in university. At UBC, we've done a lot of studies on IB and IB student performance, and what we found consistently is that IB students perform well in first year, their grades are higher than average, they're more likely to get involved on campus, to become an active member of the community and make the most of their university experience. The things that you learn in the core, the theory of knowledge course, the extended essay, the CAS project, these are all critical things that will help students be successful in university. And we encourage students and parents to think more of the IB as a tool to help you be successful once you're in university, which is far more important than a tool to get into university.
Selective institutions, highly selective institutions like Stanford, perceive IB students as strongly prepared, capable, ready to take on the challenges of the curriculum that we offer. Our schools tend to have a higher expectation for students coming in just because the nature of our student bodies are highly prepared, and IB students are among those who are ready to tackle whatever it is we can offer them in the very beginning. When we see an IB student's application, we light up, we are excited, we're looking to see how a student has taken on the IB. It's so individualized when you really get down to it. Many projects are self-initiated. Research is done based on things that they really care about, and that's an unusual opportunity for students in high school, and I think if they can portray that on their applications, it makes them sound more lively, it shows us what's going on inside their heads, it gives us a sense of their initiative.